A very good morning, my dear students. Today we will continue with the same chapter, that is Heredity and Variation of Science 2 Standard Ninth. Let us recall what we have studied in our previous lecture. In our previous lecture, we have studied about genetic disorder due to chromosomal abnormalities, etc. Today, we will study about diseases occurring due to mutation in single gene or monogenic disorder, mitochondrial disorder, polygenic disorder, etc. And whatever contents are omitted due to COVID problem, that will be cancelled out. Let us see one small clip of video, then we'll start with the explanation. Watch the video, children. How the chromosomes are present in nucleus. Nucleus is shown here. mRNA, that means messenger RNA, is also shown here. So many things you can see here. DNA is there now. Whatever is rolling, then you can see different parts of the cell. ATP molecules is seen. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. How the mutation is taking place, that is shown here. See, it is mRNA strand, that is messenger RNA. Ribosome is there. This is ribosome. So, children, now we are going to continue with the explanation part. Let us see here diseases occurring due to mutation in single gene. So, we will see, children, here that how the mutation occur due to single gene. Now, disorder or diseases occurring due to the single gene, we can see it affect into a defective one, or that is called the monogenic disorder. If it is by a single gene, then it is called mono. Mono mean one. Genic mean genetic disorder. So nearly 4,000 either produced or insufficient quantity of the uh, diseases are there. Now it causes the abnormal metabolism that lead to the death also at a tender age. Tender age mean very young age. It may cause the death also. For example, we can see some example of disorders are given here as Hutchinson disease. What is Hutchinson disease? A progressive breakdown of nerve cell in brain is called the Hutchinson disease. Then Tay-Sachs, that means hereditary disorders affecting the exocrine glands, that is called Tay-Sachs disease. Then galactosemia. It is galactosemia is genetic metabolic disorder. Then phenylketonuria. It is a inherited disease causing mental disorder. Then sickle cell anemia. It is severe hereditary anemia. Then cystic fibrosis. It is a hereditary disorder affecting due to the exocrine gland. Now, the Tay-Sachs disease is uh, caused in the absence of an enzyme which break down the fatty substances. Now, albinism, that is a so here that hereditary disorder affecting the exocrine gland is a cystic fibrosis. So albinism is also there, that already we will discuss in detail. Hemophilia, that is ability of blood to clot, is released mean here the clotting is of the blood is not there. Then night blindness, that is inability to see well in the night, mean night time we cannot see properly. Now first we will discuss about the albinism. This is a genetic disorder. In this our eyes, skin and hair have color due to the brown pigment. That brown pigment is called melanin. This melanin is absent, then the hair are white, skin is pale, and our eyes are pink in color. So, this is due to absence of the melanin pigment in retina and sclera. Let us see the second disease, that is sickle cell anemia. Even minor changes in the molecular structure of protein and DNA may lead to the disease or disorder. Normal hemoglobin has glutamic acid and as a 6 amino acid in its molecular structure. So, this is the albinism, and the next one is the sickle cell anemia. So, here you have to note down the important point that even the minor changes in molecular structure of protein and DNA may lead to disease or disorder. Normal hemoglobin is as the glutamic acid as a 6 amino acid in molecular structure, and it sometimes it is replaced by a valine. The shape and structure of hemoglobin molecule changes due to the erythrocyte or red blood corpuscles or RBCs, which are normally biconcave, become sickle shaped. This condition is called sickle cell anemia. Here, the oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin in such individual is very low. In this condition, vessels are clumping, as well as the destruction of erythrocyte takes place, and as a result blood vessels are obstructed and the circulatory system, brain, lung, kidney, etc. are damaged. Sickle cell anemia is a hereditary disease. So this point you have to underline, children, that sickle cell anemia is a hereditary disease. It occurs due to change in the, we can say that it may occur due to change in the genes during the conception. Conception means whenever the child is conceived. If the father and mother are both affected by sickle cell anemia, or if they are a carrier of this disease, then the offspring or the children most likely they have to suffer from this disease. Marriage between the person, those who are carrier of or sufferer of the sickle cell anemia, should be avoided. Now, there are two types of the, you can see here, children, there are two types of the persons which are affected by sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia carrier, that is AS, sufferer from sickle cell anemia, or SS. Symptom of sickle cell anemia are swelling of hands, legs, pain in joints, severe general body pain, frequent cold and cough, constant low grade fever, exhaustion, low hemoglobin content, etc. Now, here this part is cancelled for you. Now, let us see the diagram of the sickle cells. Here you can see, children, these are the sickle cells. Normal are this way, and which persons are affected, then they become this way. Sickle cell cells. So, here we will see one table is given for the sickle cell anemia. The AA is shown for normal, A is as carrier, and SS for sufferer. When the man and woman both are AA, that means normal, the normal progeny will be there. That means child will be normal. If AA or AS or AS or AA, 50% progeny will be normal and 50% will be carrier of the disease. AA or SS, SS or AA, all progeny will be carrier if one person is normal. AS and AS, 25% progeny will be normal, 25% will be sufferer, and 50% parents are carrier. AS and SS, SS or AS, 50% progeny carrier and 50% sufferer. Now, SS and SS, all progeny will be sufferer if both the parents are sufferer. Let us see now diagnosis of sickle cell anemia. Under the National Health Mission scheme, the solubility test for diagnosis of sickle cell anemia is available at all district hospitals. Similarly, the confirmatory diagnostic testing electrophoresis is performed at rural and sub-district hospital. What is electrophoresis, children? Movement of the gel under the influence of the electric field. That process is called electrophoresis. Now, what are the remedies? This disease is spread in only one way, that is reproduction. Hence, husband and wife should get their blood examined before marriage. Then, a carrier or sufferer should avoid marriage with another carrier or sufferer. A person suffering from sickle cell anemia should take a tablet of folic acid daily. So, these are the cure. Now, here one picture is shown. You can see hand of a child with sickle cell anemia. So, this way it occurs. Now, let us see here mitochondrial disorder. So, it is mitochondrial disorder. Mitochondrial disorder, we can see here that mitochondrial DNA may also become defective due to the mutation. During fertilization, the mitochondria are contributed by the egg cells or ovum alone. Hence, the mitochondrial disorder are inherited from mother only, because you know that mother is always giving ovum or ova and father is giving sperm. Labor hereditary optic neuropathy is an example of mitochondrial disorder. So this point you have to underline, children. It is important point. Here this point also underline. Next is the disorder due to mutation in multiple gene or polygenic disorder. Now, sometimes disorder arises due to mutation in more than one gene. In most such disorder, the severity increase due to effect of the environmental factor in fetus. So, this also you have to underline. Now, fetus means child, which is growing in the womb or uterus. Common example of such disorder are cleft lip, cleft palate. That means the lip is just having one uh, deep. Deep, you can say that it is divided into like two parts. Then, polygenic disorder do not strictly follow the Mendel principle of heredity. Asthma, obesity too are there in polygenic disorder. These disorders arise from complex interaction between environment, lifestyle, defect in severe gene, etc. Now we'll see the interrelationship between tobacco addiction and cancer. So what is the relation between the if we are addicted to the tobacco or any person is addicted to tobacco and it causes the cancer. So we are going to study this topic now. Many people consume the tobacco either by smoking or by chewing. Then consumption of tobacco in any form causes the cancer. As smoking of cigarette, bidi adversely also affect the throat, process of digestion, and it causes the burning sensation in the throat, and cough also causes. Excessive smoking causes instability and trembling of the fingers. Now, a dry cough causes sleeplessness. Tobacco consumption can also lead to shortening of life, but natural if it will cause the cancer, then the life will become short. Chronic bronchitis. Bronchitis means in the lungs the bronchus are there. When they get swollen up, we call it as bronchitis. Pericarditis, cancer of lungs, mouth, larynx is the voice box, pharynx, pancreas, urinary bladder, etc. Harmful effect of smoking are due to the nicotine which is present in the tobacco. It affects the central and peripheral nervous system. You have studied already that nervous system is of two type. First that is present in the brain, and the second that is present in the all over periphery. So this all get affected. Arteries also become hard and it causes the arteriosclerosis and hypertension. Tobacco smoke contains the harmful chemicals like the pyridine, ammonia, aldehyde, furfural, carbon monoxide, nicotine, sulfur dioxide, etc. They cause the uncontrolled cell division. Tobacco smoke is full of minute carbon particle which causes the normal tissue of the lungs to transform into the thickened blood tissue. This causes the cancer. And when we are chewing the tobacco or tobacco products, so much extract is absorbed in our body. And due to that excessive tobacco consumption, it may lead to cancer of lips or tongue, visual disorder of tremors. Then, to protect anyone from cancer, we must avoid smoking and consumption of the tobacco because the tobacco products are harmful in all the situation. So, children, your chapter is over here. We will start with the notes in coming weeks. Thank you, children.